Hey guys, just another short video on interesting gun. At least I think it's interesting. It's a Stevens Crackshot Model 26, built in the early part of the 1900s. Actually, the date, if we can get that in there. See the Stevens arms. Chicopee Falls, not to be confused with Bedford Falls. George, look, Bert, it's Zuzu's pedals. Anyway, it was Chicopee Falls, Massachusetts, 1913, and it was made for the ever-popular 22 long rifle. This is a very small gun. This is actually, let me hold it back here. This is about the size, if you're familiar with the Chipmunk. I bought this for my granddaughter, Lorelei, and as you can see, it's a falling block, kind of a falling block, rotating block, because that block doesn't just drop down, it kind of follows the path of the lever underneath it. It's like I said, it's a popular rimfire gun. Very small frame. I think they had this in 22 short as well, and probably the rimfires, like the 32 rimfire. You can see it's in pretty good shape. All original. Got a steel butt plate that's case color hardened. The stock has a few dings and dents in it, but overall it's in pretty good shape. So you get it is a takedown. You see, it's got this large knurled knob right here. It separates here. I'll show you. It separates the. It's easier if you drop the. A little easier. If you drop the lever while you're doing it, it kind of takes some of the pressure off the receiver. So anyway, you just unscrew that knob. And, yep, don't want to lose it. The gun comes apart. Be a great little backpacker. You know, it's only, I think, here altogether, it's about 1.5 feet long. And a little fly. Get out of here, fly. So there's a little nub that goes into a corresponding hole that fits nicely into the receiver. See if I can get that back in without this fly attacking me. I wasn't supposed to take out that knob. It unscrews completely, but you should see it will stay trapped in there if you don't take it out all the way. There's a shank on the end of it that'll allow it to. Let me get my big fat hands out of the way. You see, it'll stay trapped if you only take it out a half turn. And it's back in. But it's color case hardened. And you can see the screws aren't too dinged up. They're actually pretty rough when I first got it, and I had to refinish the screw heads in order to, you know, they were deformed quite a bit. But anyway, you just drop down that lever. It's got a really cool lever too. It's like a serpentine shape, you know, for a little gun. I think I paid $100 for this gun up at the Marlboro Gun Show in central Massachusetts. It's right near. It's heading out west towards Springfield, but it's about, I guess, about 45 minutes from Boston, where I used to live. And you can see there, it's got the designation, Crackshot 26, and just a really neat little gun. It's got fixed sights, and you can see the extractor. When you pull down on the action here, the extractor is right there, and it just pulls out the spent casing. Maybe I'll do a shooting video on this one day. But it is a really nice, beautiful little gun. You know, that's why I got it. It's well, my granddaughter needed a gun, but you know, I really love these old rolling blocks and falling blocks, rolling blocks, all the older designs, trapdoor Springfields. You know, these things were made so well. And now this was a cheap gun at the time. This was probably only a few dollars back in 1913 when they were being produced out in Chicopee Falls. But you know, at the time, it's the kind of, you know, their version of a Marlin 60 or a Chipmunk. You know, you can pick up, I don't know what the Chipmunk 22 bolt actions are going for nowadays, but certainly not $6. But again, this is just, you know, I just thought I'd show you a quick view. I've had this thing, I tore it completely apart to, you know, clean it up. Had to refresh the springs, clean up the screw heads. Very minor stuff. You know, overall it was in really nice condition. But very accurate too. It's a good little shooter. Anyway, that is the Stevens Crackshot 26. This is kind of a continuation of the old Reliable. If you look up, sometimes you'll see you'll see Crackshot, but it'll be it looks more like a Remington Roland block with you know, different receiver, the raised portion up here, and sometimes it has like a little carbine ring or saddle ring on it. Those are the older version of this particular model. They're very popular, probably thousands and thousands of these produced. Anyway, that's it. The Stevens Crackshot 26. And this is Lorelei's gun, but I just got done finished cleaning it. She had it shooting the other day, so, and she's not very good about, well, she's trying to get, her dad took her out to the property, and so now Guppy's cleaning it up. Anyway, guys, have a great